Welcome everyone to our first video on the channel, From Garden to Table. This is Extinguisher 10, and today we're just kind of going over the fall crop, what's going on here. Let's back up a little bit here, zooming out. We've got a little cage over the top. We'll remove it so you can see a little better, just to help keep the critters out. So right here we've got some kale going on. Planted it, actually I really don't remember how long ago I planted it. Looks like I really need to pull some grass out of here, because that's not what's supposed to be in here, so I need to do that. And some weeds. I'll admit I've been neglecting it. And what else do we have here? We've got quite a few carrots, so seeing everything shaped like this is carrots. I know you're supposed to plant them. All I did was just drop them on the ground and they are just shooting up like no tomorrow. And this is, well, this stuff along here is, well, it's called a sweet mix? Yeah, there's my little tag down there, sweet mix. So it's just a different variety of greens and everything. So those are coming up a little slower than the kale, but still kind of nice. And over here, I'll leave the cage on for this one. So we've got some spaghetti squash growing. Just tripping over my own tongue here. I'm not sure how well it's gonna grow, just based off the region and time of the year that I planted it. But it's supposed to hold up pretty well for the fall and winter, so we're giving it a shot. I've never grown it before. And moving over here, you can actually see that I really need to weed and mow. Just been quite busy lately. And, well, nothing's growing in here. I just ordered in some cover crop. I'll weed real quick and plant that so that way we'll be good for the rest of the year. And, yeah, there's some stuff like some spaghetti squash and cucumber that was planted over here. And it's trying to grow, but it's kind of old. It's not going to really do anything at this point. Ooh, I should really pull that weed over there. Here's some strawberries. They're actually, I don't know the name of the strain, but they're actually, let's get a little closer so I don't have to remove this. So I just planted them not that long ago, and they're supposed to actually, they're white and they're supposed to taste like pineapple. So that'll be interesting to taste. I've got some other strawberry plants that I need to transplant that'll probably do in the spring, early spring. And over here, yeah, this is all kind of, used it during the summer and pulled out everything since then. This I've completely neglected, and that's not too good. That's a bit of a waste. Oh well, what do you do? So, coming over here, this is actually celery. I don't know if you can we tell right here? Not really. So it's celery that's trying to grow, and it's not from seed. I actually went and just used some celery, kept the bottom, planted it, and it's trying to grow. It's been growing kind of slow. I've never tried growing celery in any kind of form before, so we'll see how that goes. This is an onion I've tried to do the same thing with, and it's going slow, but it's progressing. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of it. And here, let's get my hand in there so you can get an idea of how thick this is. I mean, look at this. This is green onion. It's scallions. And I did the same thing with this. Here, let's trim that off. And yeah, just used it, left probably about that much of it plus the roots, soaked it in water, and then planted it after a while. And well, it's up against this. I planted it too close because I didn't realize how much it was going to grow. And let's back out here. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe we'll get down here. Yeah, it's grown quite tall. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's about hip level. it's growing quite well. So if you've never tried doing that, do it. It works well. This right here is a bunch of little serranos, and I really need to make salsa with these or something, I don't know. But there is quite a few. I got a late start on the season because I moved my garden, or my garden locations. You can actually kind of see the old location right over there. Can I zoom in while I'm, yeah, so that wasteland over there is the old location. So yeah, they're quite small. This one's a decent size. But yeah, those will be fun. And here, I actually bought this. And cute, teeny tiny little bell peppers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Finally, over to the last little area. This one's fun. So right here in the middle, there was a pear tree, and it just died. Nothing, didn't produce, barely grown any leaves. It was just pathetic. This right here is coming from the pear tree roots, because I pulled it out, and you can't pull all the roots out because it goes forever. So I chopped off what I could, and yeah, now it's suddenly decided it wants to live. So that'll be interesting on what we're gonna do with that. Definitely not gonna let it grow here in the middle of the garden, but I might try and snip it off and grow something. And yeah, definitely need a weed before I drop that cover crop. And yeah, let's get over here. This is the poor tomato plant. Like I said earlier, I got a late start. This is the only one that survived. And yeah, I didn't really do anything with the tomatoes. As you can see, it's just a whole pile of deadness. Nothing ever turned red. I should have picked them and made like some green salsa or fried green tomatoes with them, but I didn't. And over here, here's our little trellis. And the sun's interfering a little bit, that's nice. So we've got ourselves quite a bit of sugar snap peas, and this is October, I want to say 25th. And they're actually still growing halfway decent. That's almost ready. I kind of can't believe it. Everything, this one here looks like it's, yeah, that one's done. But yeah, the wife loves these, so I'm gonna grow more. And yeah, whatever we don't use, I'm gonna actually save and try and turn into seeds. And yeah, that's actually the extent of the garden. So there's kind of where we are for the fall season. Here, let's get into a better light. Can we see that a little better? No, that's pretty tall. By the way, just to give you an idea, I can barely reach that white pole. So these things grow really well, even with the late start. So I need to actually grow that later, because if I get a proper start, those things are gonna go another 2-3 feet up. And we're gonna need a ladder to pick them at some point. So that'll be fun. Thanks for watching this video with this fall update on the garden. Next video is probably gonna include a cooking video. Right now I'm working on the mounting and setup for all that, so you can see what I'm doing. And actually we'll hopefully be using a better camera next time. Right now I'm just doing this on my phone. The camera I'm using, it's still mounted up to the bracket that I'm using to use for the cooking. So anyway, yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your day.